Hey Guardians, in this video we're going to talk about the VOX OBSCURA exotic mission. Some tips, cheeses, tricks, all that good stuff so you guys can finish this mission faster as possible. This is a mission that is actually pretty hefty loaded with some combatants, and it is set to 1550. As soon as you finish the campaign and you're around 1520 and you start the Season of Risen weekly seasonal quest and you get access to this exotic quest for the Dead Messenger, it's going to be 1550. You're going to be around 30 to 20 light below this mission's difficulty. And with the master mode coming out sometime later in the season, we are going to get the catalyst for the Dead Messenger, and you guys are going to have to be aware that this mission can be loaded with some challenges. So in this video, hopefully it will go over that and give you a much safer route for that type of stuff. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and if you guys don't mind, subscribe and like. That would mean a lot to me as I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. But other than that, let's get right into the meat of it, because I actually enjoy this mission a lot. So let's go. So the first part is just going to load you in like you're in Destiny 1 Mars. Awesome place. You're going to go to the bunker, like the first Destiny 1 mission on Mars, which is pretty dope. And yeah, Kaito's going to say some cool lore stuff and all that stuff if you like Kaito. But basically, you're going to load in here and you're going to miss. You don't need to worry about these Cabal at all. Just go right past them. Not a huge big deal. If you want to shoot them, you can. But yeah, not a really big deal. I suggest Wither Horde or some kind of auto just to get it over with, as these, Scions can be a bit annoying. You're going to steal an interceptor, as the main part. One of the first segments in this mission, as I like to call it, is using a vehicle. So you're going to use an interceptor to destroy Goliath tanks, and then you're going to use Drakes to kill Goliath tanks. You're going to use a vehicle in the first part of this mission. Just want to be aware. So you're going to steal an interceptor, and you're going to go to the first part of this zone, as on the very first thing you're going to do is kill a Goliath tank. Now the first instance is going to use weapons or use the interceptor weapons. Please do this, guys. You ram the interceptor into the right leg of the Goliath tank. As you will see, it destroys the health. Please don't make this slower than it is, because you are on a timer here. Remember, there will be a timer as soon as you get your interceptor, and you're going to have to go fast, as we're going to get into the next zone that you're going to have to do that will involve Goliath tanks and towers as well. I'm going to pause it at this point because I just want to explain the point and all the stuff that you need to understand about this zone. So once you go into the next part of this zone outside of Mars, you're going to find that there's a lot of interceptor spawn-ins, Drake spawn-ins, because you're going to use a vehicle, of course, to destroy more Goliath tanks. And the 3 towers, as you can see on the screen, there will be, of course, generators, but don't worry about the towers right now. But you are going to set on the clock because the timer is still going to count down. So you're going to speed all the way over here, and you can use an interceptor or a Drake, but I prefer you guys that you stay with the interceptor, as it is a very powerful weapon, and you're going to probably want to use the interceptor to ram into the other 2 Goliath tanks that are going to explode, of course. But you want to ram yourself into those, because those tanks will not be too difficult as soon as those are out of the way. As soon as you get that, the next part is to destroy all 3 towers. I highly recommend you guys get on the Drake, because the interceptor weapons do not destroy this. The tower generators and the tower, of course, inside the tower shields. So this is what you're going to do. Get off your interceptor and go in for the Drake and destroy each of the generators for each tower, and then destroy the, of course, little turbine, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of each tower. Just want to be aware that there will be tons of enemies spawning in as soon as you get off your vehicles. I learned this, the Scorpion turrets, they will destroy you, and as well as the Signs and War Beast dogs that will be going all around the map. So just be well aware that you want to destroy the 3 towers with the Drake, and then the 2 Goliath tanks with the interceptor. Another thing, there will be 3 Scion bosses on each tower. You technically don't need to kill them, but they will do a lot of damage to you, so just be aware, as they will do damage to the Drake and to the interceptor, and they can be a bit of a hassle. So if you want, you can destroy them first and then actually get on your Drakes and destroy. I definitely recommend, though, destroy the Goliath tanks first, and then get on your Drakes and destroy the Scions and then the tower generators. Then after that, the timer will shut down and you won't need to worry about it for the remaining parts of the mission. But that technically closes the first segment of the mission, where you're going to have to get on a vehicle and destroy it. So just be aware of that. But after that, you don't need to worry about a timer. Congrats, guys. You've passed the first segment. Let's go. So let's get on to the second part of this mission. You're going to go through into the bunker. There will be a rally flag down if you want to get some of your weapons and all that ammo and all that good stuff all the way back up into place. And let's get right into more parts of it. You will see that this is actually kind of similar to Presage, but yeah, there will just be some enemies there and there that you're just gonna kill. Go through it with your whatever, take it one piece at a time, and there will be a harder enemy, whatever you want to call it, at the very end. Just kill that, and yeah, that will be it for this like little tiny area. But yeah, just get that out of the way so you don't need to worry about it, and be aware of the signs because they can still one shot. The next part is going to the control room, as you are going to have to scan 3 things in each of these rooms. There will be some of those heat floors. Be aware of those because those can burn you a lot, as you just saw. But basically, you're going to make your way into the 3 rooms. I feel like you guys should designate 1 person for each room, and you're going to have to go and fight your way through Cabal. There is going to be a boss in each of these rooms that will have a shield, and you're probably going to wonder, how do you take down that shield? Well, there will be a Scion type guy on the very top of the room that will have a, don't really know how to describe the color of it, but will have a shield that's very different from the others on the very top, and you're going to have to make your way all the way up there, and you can melee through that Scion shield, and you will be able to kill that Scion. As soon as you kill that Scion, the shield for the main boss will go down, and you're going to have to kill that boss. As soon as that boss is down, you will be able to scan the ghost thing or hack the item, and that will finish off 1 out of the 3 items for the control room. As soon as you destroy scan all 3 of the items and destroy all 3 bosses and make your way over there, you will get to the boss fight, which is not that bad because this mission is actually pretty quick a little bit. But be aware that these guys do burn, as you're going to probably see that there will be an unstoppable champion, and the burn floors just burn a lot. So take it a time right here, as you are going to have to get to the boss of room and just kill all the champions, and be aware of the Scions and the heat floors and the bosses because they can burn you a lot. I mean it. See, like that is just obscured of how it just does that. But yeah, just be aware of that, and yeah, kill them when you can. But moreover, let's just get right into the boss battle as soon as you kill all that good stuff. Just be aware is that when you open the door to the boss battle, that there will be a lot of turrets like you were seeing right now. They hit hard, so just be aware of that. Just kill them. Just hide it behind cover a little bit if you need to. But they hit hard. Just want to know because that came out to be a huge surprise to me the first time I did this mission. But yeah, just be aware of that. Now, going into the boss battle, what are some of the cool and quick tips that you should know? Well, the bottom middle is definitely the safest place to be, as there's no enemies that actually spawn down there, and you can stay down there. It's like a little area. We'll get into it a little bit later, but it's definitely a nice and easy area that you can shoot enemies from and shoot the boss. As soon as you get in there, you can actually do DPS to the boss first, so do that, as you are going to be able to kill the boss a little bit and do some DPS. But how do you get the other 2 DPS phases? Well, similarly to the last room that you were just in, is that there will be 3 Scions that you're going to have to melee, 1 on top mid, 1 on the left, and 1 on the right. As soon as you melee all Scions, the DPS phase will begin again, and you're going to have to do that 2 times, as you are going to have to do that for the second and the last DPS phase. But be aware, shooting enemies from the mid is amazing in this, because when you're getting ready to go and kill the Scions, I definitely suggest clearing out the enemies first, is that they will be easier to shoot in the middle. And there will be detainments that your friends or you will get, and be aware that you want to shoot the purple area inside, the lighter purple area when you're in a detain bubble, and that will get you out of it because those can hurt a lot. The 2 beams on the very bottom are burned, like burn lanes. Don't be in them because they hurt a lot. They can burn you a lot. And of course, that the turrets on the very top middle tower can hurt you a lot as well. Be aware, get those turrets down because those guys can hurt you just bigly. And again, turrets are definitely a big, huge problem, I feel like, in this mission a little bit that you need to deal with. But other than that, just be aware. The boss will summon these arc lightning things, similarly if you know the Hive Warlock in the Witch Queen campaign. However, those can really burn you as well, because those can strike you down. And the War Beast dogs can also hurt you a lot, and the Colossus, as there will be a lot of enemies spawning in. I heard that the last DPS phase, the boss will be on top mid, and you will have to kill that scion in order to get to that scion to actually finish the DPS for the boss. But be aware that there will be a lot of enemies that you're gonna have to deal with, and the scions are just annoying sometimes because you're gonna have to go through all the enemies to then get to the scion to then actually, finishing it. So just be aware of those, and just be aware that these enemies can hit hard. So kill out all the enemies before you go kill the scions, and then as soon as those 3 scions are dead, you can do DPS and do all the DPS to the boss. As soon as that's done, the mission will be over, and yeah, that's what I got. And yeah, the mission will be over. I definitely recommend for supers wise, it's a bubble, Nova, definitely a good tether, definitely the void supers, as those are awesome for the damage and just normal helping out for the hand. If you want to use well, you guys can, but I definitely suggest getting in using the void supers. The fragments and aspects just help out a lot. Weapons, I kind of used Ostrich Trigger. I kind of went around and used a little bit of anything, really. I definitely recommend for heavies, though, Parasite might be good if you want to get land on those kills and just get that one huge good shot going. But yeah, I kind of just did a bit of both. I used Ostrich Trigger, Glaives, all that kind of stuff that does TOA damage, so it can just do damage over time and burns the boss and all that good stuff. But yeah, you really use what you want. Just be aware of DPS damage and all that good stuff. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, then please subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to me. And it means a lot if you want me to see more of these videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, then yeah, subscribe and like again. Sorry about that extra plug. But yeah, thanks guys. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.